Hello everybody, my name is Chloe. Welcome back to my channel. I do reading, writing, sometimes lifestyle vlogs, and today is another writing vlog. I apologize for this crazy lighting you're seeing right now. That's because I just lost a bunch of footage because I was recording in slow motion. And if you've ever been here before, that is not something new. So I'm re-recording a bunch of things, so please forgive me. Anyways, if you are new here, welcome. Sorry, this is your first impression. If you're not new here, you know that I have to do certain things to get myself to write, which is funny because I do define myself as a writer, but I am kind of like a sim where I have hobbies that I like to work on one at a time. Sometimes writing, because I have a full-time job, it like falls to the wayside a little bit, so I have to do fun things to get me to do it. So it is Easter, April 20th, when I'm recording this, and you'll be able to see in other videos where I had to re-record things because of this beautiful lighting. But I decided what I'm going to do today is I'm going to let a random generator pick my word count. So I'm starting this on Sunday, April 20th, and we're going to see how long this can keep my interest for. I'm aiming for a week, hopefully 2 weeks, but I like to show off my laptop because I'm very proud of all the stickers on here. But what happened was I found oh, you can see those fingerprints. Anyways, I found a generator where you can put in the numbers. So I put between 100 and 500. And listen, some of you might think that's kind of a little amount of word count. Like I said, I'm busy. I have weird hours, I get home late, and then I have to work on these things after work because I sure as hell am not waking up before work to do this. So let's pick our first word count for the day. Again, it is April 20th. 271 words. That feels very achievable for the rest of my day as I try to get my life back together. So what'll probably happen is every day I will record myself picking the new word count, get a little bit of B-roll footage, and then every few days I'll probably check in and kind of talk about things. So thanks for sticking with me even through this horrible lighting. I'll see you in a few days. I told myself that if I would just sit down and roll the dice, then I would have an easy night and get to go to bed early. I think it's gonna be a while before I go to bed. Welcome back to an angle of my room you might not have seen before. Messy over there. Didn't want to clean it up before filming this, but I want to do a check-in for this challenge that I'm doing. I always when I do these challenge videos, I always go, is this a challenge? Am I calling this a writing challenge? I'm so annoying. Yeah, let's just call it a writing challenge. I have done it for 5 days so far. I think my goal is that I'm gonna do it for 10 days. The original goal is that they were gonna be consecutive in a row, and then I caught the plague. I got really sick. And then other motivational factors, things in and out, whatever. Excuses, but the goal is that I am gonna do this for 10 total days. I've done 5 days so far. So I'm gonna save my final thoughts on everything until the end of the video. But I just wanted to check in at day 5 and say that with all of the random generator word counts added up, the goal was to get 1,284 words, and so far I've gotten 1,607 words. So that is my day 5 update.
Are you making a YouTube video?
Yeah. Hello everybody, I just finished day 10 and it is update time. So, day 6, my goal was 335 words and I actually wrote 365. On day 7, my goal was 141 and I actually wrote 606, go off. Day 8, I wrote 100, or the goal was 179 and I wrote 347. That was a good day because up until now, I had been writing a new chapter or kind of changing up an old one. Like basically I had like an idea of what I needed to have happen and I was completely rewriting it, versus all the old existing chapters are mostly like I would say I'm doing developmental edits right now. That's with the new chapter, and then this one is more like a line by line chapter, just making sure everything fits now with what has been changed. So that's the day that I finally finished that new chapter that I was struggling through and got to move on to an easier chapter to edit. So because I was in an easier chapter to edit and I got to stay at my friend's studio, which made me very productive, my goal was 319 words and I actually wrote exactly 1,000. So that was real good for me. That was day 9. And then last night, day 10, my goal was 158 and I actually wrote 711 words. I kind of attribute that to the fact that I'm doing the easy stuff now. Like there are chapters that I needed to completely change, like that last one, but this new chapter is one that it's mostly a conversation, like debriefing what the heck just happened in the last one and then everything else. That reminds me, I do probably need to add more about that than I did last night. That's for Chloe. That's for today, Chloe, to deal with, not yesterday, Chloe. Okay, so just a really quick check-in. My goal over these last 10 days, add it all up, was to write 2,416 words, and I actually wrote 4,636. And I said I was gonna stop at day 10, but I mean, why not try to get to 10K? Now that I'm in the easy stuff, and I need to pick this stuff up because I keep saying I'm so bad at this. I'm like, I'm not gonna make videos about this book anymore. I'm gonna move on to other things, but I'm such a one-track mind most of the time that I feel like I can't fully give what I want to give into my next project until I'm done with this stupid freaking project. It's not stupid. That's so dramatic of me. I love this with all my heart and I get really giddy that I get to like work on it and I love rereading it, but I'm just like, I've been in its clutches for 5 years and I feel like I started writing this because I was like, I haven't written in forever. I have these really cool ideas, but I don't think my writing style is up to par. So let me go write something else just in the meantime, just to like get my writing skills back or get them to where I want them to be, which is this. And the difference from the first draft I wrote to this current draft, crazy, insane. So I'm getting what I wanted out of this, but now like the part of my brain that like I just need to finish it and it needs to be, to me, perfect, even though I know it's hard to get things to be perfectly how you want them. Even published books, I'm sure people are still like working on them to the last minute or maybe not happy with them. But something else is that I am officially halfway through editing, because draft 2 had 19 chapters and I just finished editing, or I'm in the middle of editing chapter 10. But with the new stuff that I'm doing and the flashbacks I added in on my new draft, I'm actually on chapter 14. But exciting things. You know, who knows when I'll finish this, but I'll see you guys back to see if I hit 10K. Hello everybody, it is my final check-in for this video. I think I took a video of it, but I changed my like random word count generator from 100 to 500 to 400 to 800, because remember I was trying to get to 10,000 words, and there's just something about being in that studio space that locks me in. I was so productive on all of these 5 days, and I think it's because most of them were spent there. Day 11, goal was 495 words. I wrote 1,119. Day 12, goal was 642. I wrote 1,159. I had stopped at 800, and then I said, girl, keep going, and I did. Day 13, goal was 434 words. I wrote 1,272. I keep like not stopping at the end of chapters and just like powering through, but then my chapter lengths are so weird now. I'm combining chapters, I'm cutting things out. There was a lot of conversation with this one. I was gonna keep going with the 1,272 words. I was gonna keep going to finish the chapter because I literally had like this much of the page left, and I was like, girl, you need so much more dialogue. I'm so bad at dialogue. Like, it's getting better, but I think this is my technical third draft of this book. Some of the stuff that they're saying to each other, I'm like, are you both robots? It just sounds bad, and I'm glad I'm seeing it with fresh eyes and being like, girl, fix that. Day 14, goal was 618. I wrote 772. And last night was day 15. The goal was 499. I wrote 1,235 because I was trying to get to the 10,000. Overall, all the words added up, the goal would have been 5,104, and I wrote 10,193. So almost double of what I was trying to get, which, yay. Again, I don't know what's wrong with my little pea brain that I have to do things like this to actually get myself to write, which I supposedly enjoy. I don't know. Probably gonna have to do something like this again. And you guys are gonna come along with me. So thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in my next book, writing, lifestyle, whatever vlog.